Hello guys, and welcome on to this live stream. Uh, I'm just going to do some quick check around here to be sure that we are ready and set to go. Just give me a moment or two. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Okay, I think we are good to go. Um, just a moment. Okay. Good evening, guys, and welcome to this live stream. Today's live stream will be on the M17 Contemporary Art Center in Kyiv, Ukraine. I was just scrolling through the web the other day, and I came across this nice building. It's not that the facade is exactly sophisticated or anything like that. But for the facade, actually, I this was the picture I saw. I'm going to bring up the picture now that actually um, piqued my interest in this project, and in a way, I just really wanted to recreate this facade. As you can see, this one right here. Um, at first glance, like when you're looking at it from a distance, you would think all the hills, or maybe, yeah, especially this ones here, you might be confused on what is happening. But when you zoom in, you find out that the holes where we have the logo or the symbol, the holes they are actually way bigger than the others, right? So it means when you're modeling this kind of project, the conventional method of making this kind of cutout or grills in your project um, won't work for this actually, because you would have to find a way to get these holes to follow the logo and all that. So the first thing I'm going to do before we even get to the lighting or texturing or anything like that is to show you guys how to make use of two modifiers, the morpher tool and the morpher tool and the volume select tool. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off and get right into it. So to make this kind of project, actually, it wasn't that I found this out for myself. I watched the tutorial, and for the tutorial, um, the person who made the tutorial then used the tutorial to make recreate this Haliba Tours in, yeah, I think Abu Dhabi or so. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let's go to my YouTube. Okay, let's just go to the history and find out. Metric. I don't know. My history is not. My watch history is not. I'm not really proud of it. So just ignore that. Okay, yeah. So this was the tutorial I watched. Let me just mute this audio. Yeah. This was the tutorial I watched to understand how the modifiers I'm going to tell you guys work. Yeah, if you want, I can drop the link for this tutorial in the, or you can also just search it up or something. But basically, this was what we created at the end. So this was what was created with the tutorial. As you can see, it's so different from what I'm going to do, but um, I believe if you have the knowledge of of how the modifier works, you can just create these things yourself. You just tweak it a little bit, and you're good to go. So let's get right into how I made use of the modifiers. Yeah, these two modifiers, buffer and volume select. Let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is, in a way, you want to have an idea of of the size of the individual cells. Let's call it cells. Okay, of you have to have a rough idea of what of the size of each individual cells, just one of the elements. So let's say we want to recreate this exactly the way I did it. This was what I did. So I'm just going to go to the top view like so. Uh, so let's draw a box. Yeah, it's cool actually. Let's just make it 400 by 400. Yeah, like so. Cool. Now that we have this, let's just change this to edited poly so we can work with it. So I'm going to click this and yeah, insert. Now one thing I would have you to, because the way the morpher tool works is in a way you would think, let me bring this up again. In a way you would think we should create the smaller spheres than the bigger one, but I believe it's better to create the, how do I put it, to create the individual cell to be at the final stage. Okay, I think I'm just speaking gibberish right now. Let me just continue, then you understand. Then I'll come back to this and I'll be able to let you know, or when I come back to this, you understand what I'm trying to say better. Hey, Falash Aditosin, thanks for coming on the live stream. And oh, I'm in that. It's great to have you. Thanks for coming as well. So now the first thing I'm going to do is, okay, yeah, before I do this, let me just rotate this guy right here, maybe 45 degrees, like so, because as you can see, if we have the squares rotated right here. They are not the normal, they are not how do I put it, they are rotated. So let's just look at that. So I'll click this like this and insert. Now I'm just going to insert to, let's see, 20 millimeters. Yeah, I work in millimeters. So after doing that, I'm going to delete the middle square. So this is what we have right now. So the next thing you want to do is you can select this. It depends on what you're working on. You can select this or select this and select this the regions manually, but it's just better. Just click this to have everything selected. Now the next thing I want to do is now there's something 3dsmax does. Yeah, when you have a selection this way, if you click on it again and get out of that mode, now when you go back and you click on that icon, whichever the selection type you used, this was the selection type I used the last time. So if I click it, as you can see, those edges are still selected. Now this step is very crucial to this process, very crucial. So I'm just going to click out again. Okay, I did. Now let's turn on snapping. Let's turn on snapping and snap this guy. Okay, now make sure it's not on instances. We want to make copies, not instances. So let's just do 40. Let's just do something small. Have to be okay. 40 is a bit of a stretch. I just need to do something just for a quick demonstration. 12 should be perfect. What happens now? You select this. let's offset it like so. Yep. Okay, now we can maybe let's keep this side, yeah, like that. Now we have this network, yeah, we have this network looking this way. Now this is the reason why I said this is very crucial. I'm just going to do this first. I'm going to isolate this selection. Now this is the reason why I said that step I told you about at the first instance is very crucial. Now if I click on this, okay, you click on this, then go to attach. Now you see all the other planes. Select all the other objects that look similar and attach. Now depending on how large this object is, how do I put it, if you have so many, you just have to give your PC time to do the calculation and attach everything like so. Now this is why I said that step is very crucial. Now when I click on this, as you can see, we have that edge selected for all the squares right there. So now that we have that, since we have this mode, let me just select this again. Now open up the modifier, just modifier. This is the modifier right here. So now what you want to do is to click on the capture current state. So when you click that, it's just basically I don't know, a very good analogy I can use. Hello Malik, thanks for coming on the live stream. I really appreciate having you here. So let's just name these guys here the squares and click accept. Now once you had done that, we are just going to go back to this. Now we want to scale this guy down here like that. Like that, yeah. So we want to scale these guys in like that. Now you go back to that modifier tool, and then you click on the next slot after that. You click on that, then click on capture current state. Now let's say small squares, and then click accept. Okay, now after doing this, you go back to this guy right here, and while holding control, click on edges while holding control, so that once you do that, it just selects all the vertices that make up that edge selection we had earlier. Now after doing that, you go to volume select like so. Let's try to rotate this more, so that's, yeah, cool. So now you want to the stack selection level, you want to have it at vertex right here. Okay, you know what, let me delete this first. Basically we have been able to do something here. So let me show you something. If I were to increase this, as you can see, if I were to increase this, the squares get bigger. It's basically like you're saying you are moving between the two states that we saved earlier on. So if I increase the big squares to 100, everything is that big. At 0, it's back to small squares. So let me bring up the let me retrace my step back to what I was doing before. So just going to volume select, like so. Let me set the gizmo once again. then vertex, like that. Now once you have done that, you click. Now one thing I would like to do before doing any other thing, so I'm just going to create a sphere. Okay, yeah, before I do that, you would notice that when I was tweaking this, when I was increasing these values here, we have all the squares as the same size, everything is just even. Now that's not what we need. That's not what we need. So that is where this next modifier comes in. So I was going to create a sphere. Okay, sphere. And let's see. Yeah, like so. Okay, cool. So to make so that we see what is happening, we can just go to this to the object properties and display it as box, so that we won't be seeing that whole sphere right there. So just going to click this. Yeah, I'm just going to get this back. Now under here you see select by volume, sphere, cylinder, mesh object. So we are just going to click on mesh object. Now you click on this none and you click on the box right there. As you can see, we have this selection showing, which means whatever movement or whatever degree we are opening the morpher tool, whatever degree we are opening the big squares, the value in front of the big squares is going to only affect these areas where the volume select as shown, or where the volume select is showing red right here. So a moment please. So now that we have done that, you want to click the volume select and move it down below the morpher tool, like so. Now if I were to increase this, if I were to increase this, now the squares only get bigger at that point where we have the sphere located in. Now you notice that right here we have this very sharp selection of the spheres all around. Now what you want to do is go to volume select, use soft selection. You can increase the soft selection there, increase that. It gives you a sort of gradient, right? So now move this around, see. That. So that is just the simple step. Now you can use this to create many different type of patterns. You just need to understand what you want to do, and how to manipulate the whole process to get what you want. So I'm just going to delete this. Now I have the link to the 3D model. I've archived it and I have the link saved in the description, so you can find it there to download, so that you can follow along the tutorial. Let me see. Yeah, the link to the 3D model is there, so you can just download and follow up. Now when you open the file, I already have this. So let's say for example you just want to do your own thing. You do not want to use the same logo. Maybe in a way you want to make this an Apple store instead of for the museum or whatever. Depends on whatever you want to do. You can bring in the logo. When you bring in the logo, you can bring in the logo and just have fun with it. Now I believe you guys know how to create 3D models from logos. maybe at the end of the stream I'll show you guys how to do that. So let's just move on to the project of the day. Yeah, it was the same step I used for all this. Let me see. So I'm moving this guy. Yeah, so it was the same step I used for all this. So basically that's it about the old modeling for the facade. I'm just going to hide this guy and then we can get back to the business of the day. Okay, now the first thing I would like to do is to create a camera. First thing I want to do is to bring in a camera and set up the view. It's going to okay, let's create a camera. And that's okay. Let's see. I think let's make it landscape. Oh, sorry, a portrait. Let's make it a portrait format, or we could just do square. So that it will just be perfect for that Instagram post. Maybe, I'm not sure. Automatic vertical. Yeah, this something. Turn this guy down a bit, like so. Yeah. So then that's okay. I think I stand corrected. Let's just go back to the way we had it before. I think this still looks better. I think this would be appropriate. But if it's not, we can always change. That later on. Let's not show too much of that guy. Now, if you are wondering about some of the plugins I'm using, I have the link to my plugins. I have the link saved. You can check the description as well. It's the 3dsmax scripts folder. Just download it and see all these plugins I'm using, or scripts, so to say. Okay. And the next thing I would like to start doing is maybe just build the scene just a little bit. I would like to put in something around there, maybe here as well. So I think I found a very nice building that could work. The Chaos Cosmos. Architecture. Yeah, this building. I'm just going to download that. We just want to place it somewhere in the background. Oops. I'm going off on this, the right here. Yeah. So that whole, this whole guy extends. So I can just extend this way behind. So let's make it an instance. You can save some of that RAM juice. So I'm just going to make use of the same model. Yeah, don't judge me. Yep. Yeah, I think that's set up. Ready to go. Now the next thing I want to do is to start the lighting process, and you guys will be learning completely. I don't know if it's completely new for some of you, but I believe you guys will be learning something. It's about how we are going to create this snow and tiles, this snow and stone tiles floor, like that. So it's an interesting process actually. So, and then we are going to play with some decals. Corona has this Corona 8 has this ability to create decals, so we're going to work on that as well. We are going to make use of that. The first thing I want to check is to create the lighting for the environment. Create the lighting for the environment. Just going to we don't have much light coming from the environment though. Most of the light are coming from inside the building. Yeah, the fact that this area is this late, I do not know for sure if we have to go with the angle of the shadows, we have to see most of the lighting is coming from the building. Most of the lighting is coming from the building, and if we have to go by this as well, we do not have any kind of street lamp, you know, shining light on this area. So the reason why I'm trying to analyze this is to, in a way, understand, since I'm just trying to create this, is to, in a way, understand where the lighting is coming from, stuff like that. So I'm just going to put this away. Okay. Still we're still going to make use of an environment light. So as before, bring up camera. Just ignore this parts here. Now you guys do not have to follow the exact, or have to start thinking, okay, what HDI did they use or whatever. You can always go to HDI Heaven to download some HDIs to use, stuff like that. So the HDI I use is not important, so to say. I'm just going to create a Corona bitmap. Yep. It's a very dark visual, the next thing I want to do is attach this to Corona color correct, should in case we need to do some color correction. That's plug this in. Yep. Okay. Now, before I do that, let me just, okay, I have it logged. Thought I did. So, I want to do the lighting test, and just to understand what is happening. On a norm, I usually use I think I usually use 200 when creating the gray material for the lighting test. I watched a tutorial recently that it is advised that you actually use a darker gray so that you do not overcompensate for the highlights, and then you do not have too dark areas as well. So I'm just going to go with 100. If it is too dark, we'll try to adjust that. Now I'm going to add in just a little bit of glossiness. Because anyway, this helps us when you do this. It helps you have an understanding of how the reflections are going to show up. Yeah, so that's plug this in. Yeah, we are good to start. This, okay, I can barely see anything. Barely see anything. So I'm just going to increase the expression on this any bit. Okay, cool. Our building is beginning to show up. I think I might have used the long kind of a jar. Well, let's continue. So rotating this. I don't want more of that. Let's see. Is this? Okay. Let's try to. Okay, yeah. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 2 for this. Okay. Well, so there's this assist. I will actually advise you guys to make use of this if you have Corona 8. I think this starts showing up from Corona 8. If you have Corona 8, I will advise you to make use of this. It really helps you. If you have this on, you usually don't need to make use of the highlight compress, that whole thing. You usually don't need to make use of that. So now that we have this, let's just work on the lighting just a little bit. So that to the side. Let's see what's texture attached to this guy. It's totally dark. I do not understand what is happening. Oh, okay. I think I have an idea now. I'm going to open this. See, like that. I just want to bring up the actual editor Yeah, I don't know. Don't judge me. You might say, why am I using this? Why am I not creating the glass material myself? And why do that when you can just easily bring something up and attach? It won't take any minute to do at all. So I prefer to. I just work with. I work with. I work with presets anytime I can. That's soft life. So the next thing I want to do is ask Rona to preserve glass materials. So if we preserve the glass materials, and this is all we have. So we definitely have to bring in lights. Yeah, into the interior. So let's analyze the interior lights. Okay, I think I made a mistake. In the modeling process, I did not create a ceiling for this area. But that's not a big deal. You can just quickly add that in. Just going to create so create that there. Then move this up. Cool. So we can start bringing in the lights. Just going to create disc lights. How many do we have? Around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there. Like this. Let's not worry too much about adding it in the light feature right now. We can always do that. I'll do that maybe when I'm creating the other views I want for this project. Evenly, yeah, I think cool. That's a good distance. Yep. Well, let's see what we have there. Okay. Let's increase the intensity for this. Go a bit overboard that first. Okay, cool. 200 still holding up. Nice. This one is 600. Then I noticed that the light is you can see it's colored. Now I do not think it's the coloring is following the other the curving temperature, because right now this seems a bit like I'm seeing a bit of yellow and green mist in this lighting. Yeah, I think they made use of colored lights in some places, because I want to believe this wall right here is white. So but then let's try first. Let me try 6K. Yeah. It's not exactly giving me what I think is happening there, no? Something less. Yep. What do you guys think? Should I increase the should I increase the intensity of the interior light? Hey Toby, thanks for coming on the live stream. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Um, hey Miguel, thanks for coming. I Thanks for coming on the live stream. I really hope you learned something, and yeah, I would really like to get some feedback from you guys as well. If there's something you feel I should be changing or something, just point it out in the chat, and I'll be sure to look into it. Now we've added in the lights on this area, so let's do the lights this area. Now I do not know where the lighting source for this guy is. Now I'm going to make this copy. Now the reason I'm making this a copy is the reason why I'm making this a copy is because I would like to change the color of the light. And one other thing, we have this very sharp shadow coming from that light I've added in there, which we do not have here. So it is either the light from this guy right here cancelled out the shadows that are showing on the floor, or the lighting source is not as I imagined it. It could be shining from this from the door, from this area, inward, not outward. So yeah, one other thing I would like to do is let me bring this guy off again. I'm just trying to analyze where the shadow is coming from. Okay. Let's just shift. Let's shift this a bit. Move this right here. Just give me a bit of time. Okay. Okay, yeah, tomato, right. I think I agree. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try what I'm trying to do right now. Let's try it out. If you give us that look, because I'm just trying to get the soft shadows. Yeah, a bit of tip. With larger light source, you have more subtle shadows with larger light sources. So if you are lighting the scene and you find out that you are having very sharp shadows, in some part of the this guy is too big. It's 2000, 5000. This down. It's like so. I'm just going to try and fit it in here. So as I was saying, if you find out you're having very sharp shadows with your light, and what you are going for is to have blurred shadows, try increasing the light source. With larger light source, you have more blurry shadows. Now this guy is shining too bright, so what I want to do is this a lot. Okay, it's very evident that it's coming from that area. Okay, what to do? Okay, I think I know what to do. I'm just going to leave this guy like this, but instead, before I leave it that way too much, let's give it a bit of color. let's make this guy stay on top. I can just use that to eyeball it. Maybe it's like so. Okay, that is too much. That is too much. Use this. And then I'm not going to get confused, but I do not want, because I do not want to have. Let's try this. Let's start having it on the ceiling as well. Let's see what we have. Is this too? So use this up. Oh, okay. Good. We can always use it up as much as we want in that area. Okay. It's like I always say, you can always fake it out. You can always fake it out. Try duplicating this distance instead of 10. Let's start using 5. Okay, right. Yeah, let's just go with this. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Now, okay, now I think for the big review, let's do the lighting inside this solar area. I'm just going to bring up this picture as well, and we will analyze. Yeah, I totally see that there's a light shining on this on the metal of this area right here. This very warm light shining from this area, and we have some these cool lights too shining in this area as well, and we definitely have some light on this perimeter, something like that. I don't quite know how the lighting was done in this building, so and there's no type of guide I found online, so we just have to fake it. So first things first. You know what? Trying to think of the best way to do this. These lighting strips. Okay, let's do this first. Just going to create. We're going to create a line. So try tracing just something rough. You guys will see it now, but bear with me. So just need to connect this to this end. The next thing I want to do is to make that line renderable, and yeah, first things first. So we have this guy following that perimeter. That I think we can move this. Let's okay, so let's make this guy available. The next thing I want to do to this stuff I just created is to create a corona light material. Hey Victoria, welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you here as well. On a normal, I would usually make use of the corona color. Yeah, we see the same thing though. But instead of having a complicated setup, we can just make use of the color. Yeah, and I think this light has a bit of. I think it's just plain white. I think it's just plain white. If it is just plain white, we'll make use of the corona color so I can use the curving temperature for 6.5. When you use the curving temperature, especially when you're dealing with lighting, it's better to use temperature than eyeballing it with trying to create colors. It's you would get accurate results using the curving temperature, because this conversion follows the real life conversion, for your bulbs and whatnot. So now one thing I want to do is I don't want to make this guy visible directly. Well, we might make it visible directly later on, but I don't want to make it visible directly right now. I don't want to make it visible in reflections and refractions. With other lights off as well. So I want to tell Corona to preserve light material as well, because this is going to be a light material. I think we're done. Select this and yeah, apply that. See what we have. Okay, we do not have much happening there, so let me bring this guy up. We will hang this guy. Let's go with 2000 first. Okay. What do you guys think about 2000? Do you think it's an overkill? Yes, there's nothing I have to do so that we can have faster feedback. Even though it's going to be less accurate, but then we have faster feedback with whatever it is we are seeing. Okay, I think on this area right here, this stuff is burning. We have too much of the highlights showing here. So maybe, okay, you know what? Let's just take a very small section so it just gets clean so we can move on. Okay, I think this is an overkill. This is an overkill. Let me try 1000. Let's see. What do we have with 1000? Still too much. Hey Malik, thanks for coming on the live stream. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I really don't know. What do you guys think about? We can hardly see any of the metal grills around this area, like so. Okay, let me try reducing it. Let's try 600. Then Now that I look at it, we have. I think this thing is not just pure white. Might just be middle, but I don't think it's pure white. So let's add let's just give it a tiny bit of bluish hue. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is, we've gotten the color of the lights right. Now it is left for us to get the intensity right. So I'm just going to keep reducing this. Let's just 300. So we'll see what we have. Okay. You know what? Just going to make use of the, so I know what I'm seeing exactly. Okay, we can see this guy right here now. Now let's see what is happening around here. Okay. I think we're having so much of this because we have two of those light sources near each other. Okay, let me try this. I'm just going to select these segments down here and detach them. Now the reason I'm doing this is, if I do it this way, I can just apply a different corona light material on that area and reduce the intensity, so that we do not have it burning too much. I'm just going to duplicate this. Maybe turn this down to like 100. Yeah, and apply. You know what? Let's just continue. Let's just give it a brief moment to totally show up. Probably we might have to augment this, or we might have to help the lighting using some actual lights, light objects around it. But for now, let's just leave that. So I want to add in the lights that I believe is shining in through here and hitting this wall, and if possible create the lights on this area as well. Because I believe when we do that, we can get to another interesting part of the project, which is the floor. So just quickly just going to create another light source. Let's make it a disc light. Like I said, if you do not want to have very sharp shadows, make use of larger light sources. Now for this, I'm going to bring in the temperature very low, So we have that warm feel, and move this up like so. And then in some way, I don't know if it's just me, in some way it seems like that light is only affecting the metal grill, the exterior, because I'm not seeing much of the whole uh, much of the warm light on the snow area right here. So it's either the light source is directly above this and it's having more impact on this area, or I don't know. I think that's just the only logical explanation I can get for this, because if you notice around here, it's brighter up here. So just going to rotate that like so. The next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the light is only affecting these metal grooves that we have here. So we are going to make use of this parameter right here. You click this and put it on include, because using the include, it means we just want it to affect only the object we are selecting. Now one other thing is I want to switch these guys off. We do not need this, so we click on that plus sign there and you can select that. Let's select this as well. And that's here, and we rotate it like this. So I'm increasing the intensity. Alright. So decreasing the, yep, because if we have it showing up too much, and so now I do not have this sculpture, and yeah, modeling it, I do not even want to disturb myself thinking about how to get it modeled. So we're just going to make use of one of the sculptures in my library like that. And just flipping something up. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to get. I don't know. That's a British guy. This are my roof. No. Okay. I think we can use this. Can use this. Make use of this guy. Start sculptures. Let's see. Okay, it's textured. Okay, just going to bring this in. good. Okay, so I want to add in the lights, the one we have on this area, and then once we do that, one other thing I want to do is, as you can see, for the foreground we do not have a lot of light, showing that we can't just depend solely on the lighting coming from the interior. We need to light it up for us, so we are just going to have to hack it as well. Yeah, just hack it. So going to create. When I'm making the final rendering, I'll put in the lighting features, and so I wouldn't worry about that too much right now. I think that light was okay. I don't know why this guy is going wonky. This is weird. Look at this. Let me create a new one. Make it targeted so that we, because I think the reason why we're having that issue was because we're going to have it pointed at this guy. Yeah. So this is too big. Let's make this guy let's make it the same. M20 200. See what we have. I think 400 is good. 400 is good. Now the hack I was talking about the other time was that we are going to make use of just going to create rectangular lights there, and yeah, make it that big. Just bear with me. Just want to test something out. Yeah, like before. Let's go very small number first. So 2. Are you guys beginning to see what I'm saying? Move this a bit like so, so it starts right from this area, and then yeah, we'll just keep playing with that light. Let's try don't think, did I analyze this song? Or is there some lights? We have this very strong light in this area, so it is hard. It's hard trying to copy the real world. So move this off. This 30. Oops. Do you guys see what I was talking about? This is right here. It really helps a lot. It helps a lot. And one other thing, I think we this stuff won't let us go unless we had in just a little bit of light source at the top. This guy right here is just going to be so subtle. And move this back. Yep. Let me try increasing the intensity on this face. This guy, he beats more. 50. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we can don't worry too much about the background stuff right now. I'll take care of that. Let's just do because I'm really excited to show you guys the flow, how it was, how to do it. So let's stop this. For the first thing I would like to do, let me bring this up again. So we will both look at it together. Now you can see we have this tiling, this stone tiles here, and then on top of it we have the snow. Okay, so first thing I want to do is going to make use of mega scans. Let's see, we have something similar to that. Let's go to tiles. I think we can have some variations. These guys, but let me see. Okay, yeah, I think we got it, guys. This is right here. Let me go a bit overkill and download the 4K resolution. Okay, and the way I have it selected, just going to export that. Let's take a moment. Yeah, cool. Going to add in okay, cool. I'm going to add in a UVW map. Let's try it. Okay. See, it's not so small. Just make it a bit larger. Good. Okay. Just a quick how do I put it? A quick fix, because we have this brown look on the. I don't not believe it should bleed though. So for now, let me leave it be. But one thing I want to do is I want to make it a bit more glossy, so it looks that kind. It has that kind of wet look. Good. Now let's see how that guy how that looks. Um, let's add a bit of displacement. Okay, yeah. I want to add in a bit of displacement so that we have, it's not even and just flat. So, but before I do that, as you can see, we have this. Our geometry is not, how do I put it? It's not so. Well, it does not have a lot of polygons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use of the slit feature right here to give it more segments, like so. I don't know. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I really like to have, even, like, if possible, have a square for each of the segments. So just bear with me. Just going to connect this. Increase that a bit. Cool. Now we have two more of these segments over here. Maybe select this 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oops. Just doing a bit of cleanup right here. Let's remove, yeah. Remove definitely have these vertices over here. I'm going to ask. Oh, okay. I think it's a bit even. I think it's a bit even. Let me not worry too much about this whole. It's driving me crazy. Continue. And now we can even isolate it more as much as we want. So for the displacement, so minus 10. Let's see what we have. Not seeing much of a difference though. Not at all. Okay. Let's start from the case values so we even see if it works at all. Even at that, still the same. Okay. For now, let's leave that be. Let's leave that be. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is to create the snow. So I'm just going to refer to the bridge up again. It's snow. Let's see what's snow. See, she's surfaces. I made use of some kind of snow on my last project. See this? See this? Not really sure. Okay, let me just use this. I'll download that. Okay. Now, one thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you know where your stuffs are. So now making sure this guy is selected, I'm just going to apply this snow. on it. You guys will see the reason why I'm doing this later on. Now we have everywhere covered up with snow. Crank this up. 60. So we can see what we have. This. Yeah. Okay. I don't think this is the snow I used in the last one. The last snow I used in the last project I worked on had a lot of what was it? This? Was it this? Let me download this and apply. Just going to export that. It's a ball trying to get, especially when there are too many options. Yeah, actually look for something specific. Can't for the life of me recognize the one I used on the last project I worked on. That one is just perfect. Friends, I'm just going to make use of this disturb myself further looking for stuff that's lost. As for that. Yeah, one other thing I want to do is because we are missing two textures, so we want to be able to adjust each texture individually. I'm just going to change the map channel for the snow textures. I think this. I really hope 3dsmax does not crash though. I think I'm being warned. Let me just stop and save. Stop and save. Oh, okay, that's fast. I was adjusting the wrong one. So I'm just going to make this map channel like that too. Look at that bin map and look at this. Ooh, I think this the issues causing that one from Cisco. Channel 2. Let me scale this so that it is this big. I think we will have a better still 200. And that's what we have. Yeah, cool. Cool. Can even make it bigger. So we do not have okay. So that's, whoa, that's too much. That is too much. It's 450. Okay. Now to where the magic happens. This is, we are getting to the fun parts now. I'm going to create a corona layered material. So I'll make the tile the base material like that, and then place this on top. Now, on a norm, whenever you're creating or whenever you're using maybe layered material, you need something as a mask. Understand? You need to create some sort of mask for the distribution. Now we can make use of noise using the noise material in this, but I want to show you guys. Let's say for example you have specific places you want any material to show. There's a style you can use that is quite easy, and then that's quite easy, and you, how do I put this, it's quite easy and flexible actually. Now I've only tried this once, so I've only used it once, so just bear with me a bit. I might just be a bit wonky. So what you want to use is the I think the vertex color. Yeah, I think it's the vertex color. Now for the map channel, well, I do not know the reason why. When I watched the tutorial, then it was mentioned in the tutorial that if you use any map channel between 0 to I think 3, it won't work. So let's just use map channel 5 like so. Then now the next thing you want to do is add the vertex paint modifier on top. Once you click that, this dialog will come up. Now here it goes. Let's see, channel 5. We did on that area. I'm trying to see how we can make it look just bear with me. Yeah, toggle texture off. I do not want to see the textures there. Now the whole area is all white, right? Now this is what we want to do. We want to pick the paint button right there. Now let's increase the size. Let's start 20,000. Okay, that is too big. Start 4,000. 6. Cool. Yeah, it's worked. So what you want to start doing is, see, you want to start painting. As you can see on the entrance here, we do not have any of the snow right there at the entrance. We do not have much of it anyway. So let me just reduce this a little bit. Now for the opacity, maybe let me decrease the opacity on this next one a bit, just roughly, and then increase the opacity again so we can do the area right below the statue. Now the reason why I said this style is just flexible is because let's say you were to create probably maybe a custom white and black map in maybe Photoshop, or even if you were to use the noise map, because you can get this white and black stuff using the noise map as well. If you were to use that, you have no control over wherever the distribution is. You understand? You have no control over that. So reduce the opacity around there. I think in the foreground we do not have much of the snow. The snow is a bit reduced. You can do something in the foreground, yeah, like so. That's now that you've done that, the next thing you want to do is, now you see this vertex color, you want to place it in mask 1. Once you do this, I really hope it works. I believe we should have texture show. Okay, it did not work. Let's see, is it vertex alpha? It's like that. Let's see again. Or something. Okay, let's stop it and start to render again. Oh, damn it. I know what happened. I have not applied the corona layered material on the geometry. Just going to apply. Let's see. Oopsie. Yeah, channel 5. Yep, perfect. Okay. For a brief moment there, I was afraid. I got it all wrong. Perfect. One thing you want to do is I've not found a way to make the edges sharp, should in case you are trying to make edges sharp. Well, if you want to blur the edges, you can just ask it to blur her. and then you have this very nice gradient between the whole setup. Now if you want to just tweak any other place, you know, you can just select the eraser tool, you know, clean it up like that. So as we create something interesting, yeah. And I think just start increasing this. Let's see. Let's do this 500. Yep. Yeah. Cool. And it's like this way. I think we can increase this guys here. Guys are not that lit anymore. 1, 2. Cool. Perfect. Hello, Tayo. Thanks for coming on the live stream. See it. Thank you. Yeah. Let me just bring in a bit of. We have this nice red cones. This nice traffic cones. There you. Think straight. If anything, again, I keep saying this. You guys just try and get on mega scans. Honestly, if you do, you'll be happy you did, because the models textures are light. The models are super light. You could have millions of mega scans in your scene and it won't lag. It is that good. Honestly, get on mega scans if you haven't. I think we actually have to do something on our camera though. It's a bit. So okay. Here's another one here. Take that down. Look out. Let's try to make it look a bit doubled. So hey, what do you guys think? I don't know. I still keep thinking there's no light coming from behind the camera, but I don't know anymore. Honestly, I do not know anymore. So fixing this. So to set off the lights. So let's try escape. Size 6. So much. Okay. Moving on. Now let's try to get some lights so I can see some of the adjoining buildings. I'm thinking of the best way to add in the light for the adjoining buildings. Maybe should make use of share lights, the environment. Do not know. Let's see what share lights will give us. See. lights. Uh, so even though we have most of the lights looks orange, that's that kind of orange look. We still have this sort of blue light or warm light, so it means somewhere there there's a warm light shining on these buildings there. So once we create that, it will just make it a bit more interesting if we have it that way, rather than having it look the way it is right now. Is okay. See. I don't know what to deal with this game is. Let me try. I usually don't do this, but let me go first. Let me just use the color straight. Let me try to eyeball it because I'm not understanding quite what I'm saying. Let's use okay. It's going to attack red. Yeah. Okay. Good. For the finale, just going to bring in. Let's go to my just maybe we can get a suitable right scene. Or okay, no, let's go man. Let's go on splash.com. City lights. This looks interesting though. No, not for the image, not for the image, just the composition, you know, the overview. Trying to see if we can get a suitable skyline. cool. Let me download this. Let's see. Oh, we're not really seeing much. Now that I look at it again, it won't work. It won't. It's so hard. In the skyline with buildings behind. Okay, we had to make use of this and show this building more. Could it work? Could it? It's work. Let's get it. I just want to add in the skyline, then I'll just call I'll finish up this thing, then I'll just go work on the image, finish it up, so you guys can see the final products later on. Let's try this other sites. I would have to admit because I'm not actually I'm not seeing any image that will work right now. You know what, I think I'm pretty happy with where we've gotten with the project so far. I was able to show you guys how I created the grills at the exterior, and then how to mix this texture we are seeing right here, how I mixed it up. I think that's about all. I feel that thing I'll just go have to work on it behind the scene. Maybe do some tweaks, adding some more interesting features around. Because right now I can't even find the background, a good background for the image right now, and it's beginning to get on my nerve. So I have to tell you guys, thanks a lot for sticking with me on this stream. I think we'll end it here. Maybe in a day or two I'll be done with the final project, final image, and you guys will be able to see what we worked on together. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me all through. Yeah, sorry, I know I've not been consistent work and all that, but we'll see. I do not want to promise anymore. I do not want to promise anymore and not be able to do much. So just going to say goodbye and see you some other time. Bye.